Now we know loyalty is at an all-time low. He who has the vehicles wins, right? So it behooves you to put a fence around your customer base. And the fence around your customer base is communication.
Hey everybody, Michael Cirillo here for ASOTU, Automotive State of the Union. We are at the Automotive Mastermind booth. I'm here with my pal, Ian Grace. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, Mike. Thanks for having me.
Fantastic energy here at the booth. I know there's a lot of exciting announcements. I don't want to do all the talking. You guys know what I sound like. I want to turn it over to Ian, my man Ian. You guys have made some pretty exciting announcements. Tell us a little bit about them. I know there's 3 announcements that we want to let people know about, but let's maybe go one at a time.
Sure.
We'll pace it out. We'll bring the viewers as much valuable information as possible. So the first exciting announcement, sir?
Well, Automotive Mastermind just released our service to sales generator, Mike. So what that does is we look at, obviously Automotive Mastermind, for viewers that don't know, is owned by IHS Markit. IHS Markit owns Carfax, owns Polk, and owns Automotive Mastermind. So I like to think that, if you think about it, all manufacturers, almost every vendor here in some way, shape, or form buys their data from IHS Markit. OEMs buy their data from IHS Markit, right? So while the world is sort of plugged into the wall for data, we're plugged into a nuclear reactor, right? We get that data unfiltered, unfettered. So what do we do with that data? Well, with Service to Sales Generator, what we're looking at is the AOI of one of our dealer partner stores. Let's say it's a Mercedes-Benz store. We're looking at Mercedes-Benz owners in that AOI that are not only in the market for a vehicle, but are also potentially in the market for a service visit in the next 6 months, right? The idea being that it's a lot easier to help a store maybe conquest a customer for $150 than it is for $58,000, right? And we also know that obviously, customers are 2.5 times more likely to purchase a car where they service. So if we can help wrangle those customers in for that first, entry point of that service, give them, the stores an opportunity to make a great first impression, then subsequently sell them a car maybe down the line, it's a great on-ramp. So we use that, all of our big data to kind of predict Mike owns a Mercedes-Benz, he's in the market for a vehicle, and he happens to be in the market for an oil change, and he's never done any of those things with me. So we're going to help, Grace Mercedes-Benz capture Michael as a customer. So that's the big one.
And that's something that not a lot of people really think about, is bridging the gap between fixed and variable operations. Sure. And how to do that effectively. So, and data is always the big point that people go, well, wait, unless we have a free flow of data, there's always going to be a barrier here. So that's what you're saying this new announcement solves.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the ultimately, there's data, and then there's what I call like a CIA agent, actionable intel, right? So it's not just about having the information, but it has to be actionable information. So this way, we can help, with Automotive Mastermind, our technology, our marketing, we can help our dealer partners understand and approach customers in the service drive that, right now we know the service drive is paramount, right, for revenue, but approach customers in the service drive so that you and John Doe both bought the same car, may have the 2019 Camrys, but you bought yours new, John Doe bought his used. I'm not going to talk to you two in the same way, right? So, because I have actionable intel that tells me Mike did this, John Doe did that. So now I can approach you guys similarly, or in the drive, but differently with what my message is and what I'm saying to you. It's not just the data, it's the actionable intel that we can give.
Now, Nikki knows I do this all the time. There's actually 4 announcements today, and I'm doing it because her back's turned to me. Announcement number 2 really is the fact that these dudes have a flex. They got a cigar roller. This was your idea, what?
No, actually not my idea. I think it was Carla Wade's idea over there, the woman behind you. But yeah, it's interesting. We've got the bar, we've got the cigar roller. Just anything we can do to stand out aside from the greatness that we bring to our dealer partners and the prospective dealer partners. Something a little different.
Yeah, I'm loving the energy at this booth. I had to throw that in. Kyle, Paul, I'm doing what I do. Bring us to the actual second announcement, because it's also exciting.
So the actual is we have with DealerTrack DMS, we are now a part of their partner program. So what that has allowed us to do is build an integration point between DealerTrack DMS and Automotive Mastermind. So now we've got more of a fluid communication between the two technologies. So me as an end user for Mastermind, I can put a note into Automotive Mastermind and have that note show up in DealerTrack DealerTrack DMS, right? So as you can imagine, if you're an end user, not having to double dip and have to do double work, this is just a great integration point for us, and we love it. We're opening up these integrations with a lot of these DMSs, so we're really excited. Obviously, DealerTrack is DMS is a very popular DMS, so for us to have this opportunity to work with and be a preferred on their partner program is a great opportunity for Mastermind. So we're really excited about that as well.
The highlight for me there, you're saying integration, but really the way I take it is this is solving everyday operational needs.
Yes, end user, I think about it as the UI, right? Everything, what's easier gets done, right? So when it comes to CRMs, when it comes to DMSs, when it comes to technologies like AutomotiveMastermind, our ultimate goal is to have the technology be used, right? Car salesman, me being a former one, right? We're very busy during the day. Do we want to take all the time to be doing, kind of keeping two books, right? So anything we can do to improve our product, to make it easier for the end user, to increase that utilization with our dealer partners at the sales team level, is obviously going to be good for us and good for the stores.
Super amazing stuff. All right, Ian, bring me to the third exciting announcement. I can't wait. Is this the best for last?
I would say so in a way. I mean, when I think about going back to what I was just saying, trying to drive utilization at the store level, well, we've got a new, product rolling out where we're going to start integrating recall information into AutomotiveMastermind's technology. So our platform is called Mastermind, and that really encompasses loyalty information on our store's customers, service not sold customers, and market conquest customers. But now, what you'll also be able to see as an end user is who in your customer base has an open recall, what that recall actually is. So now I have a great non-sales way for me to reach out to Mike and say, hey Mike, I'm not calling you about trying to sell you anything. I'm calling you because did you receive any of the literature that you have an open recall? I'd love to set up an appointment for you. So now what can I then subsequently do? If I'm a store and I have a strong service to sales process in place, well, I've set the appointment with Mike through the recall, but when Mike comes in, maybe I can upgrade that vehicle, right? So it's both, allows our dealer partners to be helpful, right? And to make a phone call that's for a service and not for selling, and to be consultative, right? Because we know the consultative approach is the best approach. Nobody wants to feel, predated, right? So we don't want to do that. This allows them to make a service-based phone call, set a great service appointment, and then possibly, obviously convert that service appointment into a sales appointment when they come in.
The brilliant thing about this for me, as I'm listening to this, is we often in automotive, especially as it pertains to marketing, think that the funnel ends at lead or maybe even sale, but there's actually ways to ascend that customer up to loyalty, perhaps ambassadorship, repeat referral, the holy grail. Everything that you've talked about really highlights the importance of everyday operations, integrations, customer experience. Are there any final thoughts that you have to wrap it all together?
Yeah, I think that in today's day and age, do dealers necessarily need help selling cars? Right? Not right now, right? But what they do need help is communicating, right? The reality is that it behooves every dealer to continue to communicate with their customers. It's not about like, well, I've got 5 coming in, they're already sold, I'm content. Our dealer partners, our dealer partners have spent millions of dollars, countless years, time, energy, and effort to build their customer bases, right? Well, now we know loyalty is at an all-time low. He who has the vehicles wins, right? So it behooves you to put a fence around your customer base. And the fence around your customer base is communication. So the more that technologies, like AutomotiveMastermind can help our dealer partners build a fence and build a high fence around their customers, the better we're doing our jobs, right? So I think the first step is just understand not communicating with your customers is not an option unless you want to just slowly leak out those customers. So if you're not using a data-driven solution like AutomotiveMastermind, you're really missing the boat.
Ian Grace from AutomotiveMastermind, thanks so much for joining me.
Thanks, Mike, appreciate it.